MJ or LeBron?
Look, I'm an 80s baby. You know, Michael Jordan, to me, is the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know, and this is not to minimize LeBron and his impact and his longevity. I think there's certain things that LeBron does better. But
Agreed
for
with
the
that.
time that Mike did it, nobody did it better.
100%.
Yeah.
The thing about LeBron is that the level he's playing at 40 is
Come on now.
unbelievable.
Come on now.
I'm not his biggest fan because of the way he left Miami, but that's just my bias, right? But removing that bias, you got to appreciate this guy's career.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's an unbelievable career this guy's had.
Yeah.
Well, how about the way I left Miami? What? Oh, I just change it up. Man.
Yeah.
You know, I just have, but I'm a Jordan guy.
Yeah.
I love LeBron. How do you take anything away from that guy? Man, he was incredible.
Yeah.
To do it as long as he's done.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you grew up in that era, man, you know, you remember Jordan. He was just, that guy was just, you didn't want to see him if your team was
Just a different,
if he was coming up.
different cut, man.
When Keyon mentioned that it factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the definition of it
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another level, like,
We'll never make another one like that again.
man,
Yeah.
he was.
He was special.
He was special. He was different. So you played with the Heat, and the Heat organization and Pat Riley have been getting a lot of, criticism in the media and by former players because of the system that they run there and the accountability and they put you through it down there. You played in that system, and do you think they can continue running that organization the way they're running it to have success? I mean, they just 2 years ago, and it's crazy talk for me as a fan because 2 years ago we were in the finals, right? So where's this coming from? And I know the whole Jimmy Butler. I want to touch on the Jimmy Butler situation, but from a standpoint of an organization in today's basketball, do you think the Heat culture can continue to thrive in this state of basketball?
History has shown, because of their resume and kind of what they've already done, not only in the eras before, the Heat culture works. Now, they have to have a certain type of player with a certain type of DNA that can, benefit and manifest in that system. But the Heat culture definitely works. They shouldn't shift it. I think they have adjusted. It used to be a lot more difficult. Right. Trust me, they didn't want to be at the University of Miami 7 in the morning with that humidity, running 600-800. You didn't want to have to do that. And if you didn't pass, you had to do it over before you get to the, the 14-200s. So I think they have made adjustments. I really do. I believe that they have made adjustments. And I think that the Heat program speaks for itself. And I don't think, it's just getting the right fit. And sometimes, guys have to move on to get a fresh start. Jimmy is one of those guys, when he gets a fresh start, it works for him. He's a guy who...
How do you think Jimmy handled that situation?
Well, I think, it's a business. It's a business as well. And he got an extension, right?
Yeah, got 60 mil or 120 mil.
Yep. So, I mean, you have a window to maximize your earning potential.
Sure.
And, maybe he saw the writing on the wall that they weren't going to re-sign him. And so he might have,
so he had to use his leverage over the situation.
He had to use his leverage so while he's young to maximize what he can do. He could have handled a lot of things better. But when Jimmy was on the court, Jimmy came to play.
Do you think it'll affect when they go back to the bargaining agreement with the owners? Would this particular situation affect how this is going to go forward with guaranteed contracts?
Well, no. I don't think you can unguarantee contracts because the players are the product. At the end of the day, the players and their talent bring the eyes to the game. And I think the NBA has a great partnership with their players. The same way Luka just got traded, he missed out on a lot of money, right, from not being able to get the super max.
He got destroyed.
So if it's a partnership and it's business, you have to make business decisions. You got to look at these guys as businessmen. They're not just chattel out there, right? They actually have a unique skill set that, generates a lot of attention, a lot of revenue, and things like that. And so if they want to, change a scene or, fight for more or negotiate harder, you have to have that right to do that. It's the American way.
So, Nevin, I'll ask you, you've been a lifelong Heat fan. The way Jimmy acted, and Jimmy was up there right behind D-Wade for me, all-time Heat, in front of Shaq, just because of what he did with what he had and getting the team to the finals twice. It's just unbelievable job that he did here. But did Jimmy hurt his legacy with Miami?
Yeah, he hurt his legacy with Miami. No question, because Pat Riley's just not a forgiving soul. And you witnessed that with LeBron leaving, the way he handled it, D-Wade not getting re-signed, that was pretty close to that situation, the front part of it, before I went in. But the Jimmy Butler, we're in a different generation today. Keyon said it's a business, man. He's 100% right. And not only that, like a lot of people, the average layman person who doesn't make that kind of money, how do you pay these athletes that kind of money? How much money are the owners making if they're paying them that kind of money? People forget the other end of that spectrum. And it's real. Like these NFL owners, even though we're talking NBA right now, like, do you have any idea what these franchises are selling for $7-8 billion? How much money are they making?
Sure.
These guys deserve whatever they get because they're putting the fans in the seats. That's how it is. To answer your question more direct, I think he hurt his legacy with Miami. I don't think he really particularly cares looking at Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he don't care.
He's ruined 4 legacies.
Yeah, he don't go fuck.
Right, with 4 different teams. And, his check's going to be there.
Yeah. From an X's and O's perspective with Golden State now, because now the hype is, he's come out a ball of fire. Jimmy's playing like Jimmy is supposed to be playing. They may have a shot now to win it all. Do you think that? And they're undersized, number one, with their starting lineup. You run into a Denver, you run into a Lakers team, I think they're going to have some trouble, but that's just my average.
I don't think they're a contender, but I don't think they're a pretender as well. I think they're in the middle. They're a dangerous team that if you come and you half step, they can beat you. They got the pedigree, they got the talent. I just think the size that they don't have enough of it.
They don't have enough of it.
Yeah, in the Western Conference, there's some big players out there. I just don't think they have enough to win it this year. I don't think they're a contender this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're hot right now.
Yeah, they're balling.
And they're shooting. But you run into a Denver, I don't know if you're gonna match up with them.
No. But nobody can really match up with Joker.
Yeah,
He's a
different animal in the playoffs.
He's something.
Yeah, he's something different.
He's the most unsexy superstar of all time.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
More Nowitzki, you think? They're there.
Yeah, man. I don't
like Nowitzki probably had a little bit more flair than him.
But Joker's won 3 MVPs now?
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
He's just incredible.
And he just shows up like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to fucking play ball. And I want to go race my horses when the season's over.
Yeah. And mean as a rattlesnake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, he's competitive.
Yep.
He's mean.
Yep.
Super skilled. He's like the first point center that I can remember.
Yeah.
That can bring the ball up and you can set a pick on him. He can throw lobs. He's just a unique
Bam does a little bit of that, but Bam's more like a power forward playing center.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. A guy at 7'1", how tall is he? 7'2"?
Yeah.
To do that?
He's a big guy.
Man.
Yeah.
He's
big guy.
incredible, man.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Something special.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to, like, trick you to death, but he tricks you to death. Like, he's amazing. And
like you, he's got muscle behind the bench. His big brothers are always at the game, and they're ready for whatever.
Yeah.
He got the muscle.
Dogs in the yard.
Jokic is 6'11".
6'11"?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was 7'1", 7 feet. He looks bigger than what he is. This
that dude's bigger than.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the real deal.